what the hell have I got myself into? So that was the subject of an email the other day I got from a guy trying to improve his style. I'm in my early 40s, recently divorced, and I'm back out there dating. I describe myself as fashion impaired. Antonio, you've got all this information, but where do I start? And you know, he had a good point, because whether you're 16, 36, or 60, you want to walk out your door looking good. But does that mean you always have to wear a suit? Always have to wear a collared shirt? Do all your shoes have to be fancy and have a shine to them? Well, the answer is no, no, and no. So, how to develop a sense of style when you're fashion impaired? Gentlemen, that's the subject of today's video. So first up, you need to answer the question, why the hell are you doing this? Know your why. Understand your purpose for getting dressed in the image you want to send with your clothing. For the 22-year-old out there starting a new career in the big city, as an ISU grad, your heart may be back in Ames, Iowa, but your clothing as you slip into the finance industry there in Chicago needs to say, I'm ready to do business. I'm the kind of guy you want to train up to be able to close multi-million-dollar deals. For the 36-year-old changing careers, now you're starting your own blue-collar business? Well, it's time for you to maybe give up the suit, but still have a uniform that instills trust in the people you're trying to sell your services to. For the newly single 50-year-old out there, yeah, life has dealt you a tough hand. You didn't expect to be dating at this age. But you know what? You're going to give it a shot. And you know that, hey, I want to be approachable. So all of a sudden you start getting into sweaters. You're going to use this fall weather to your advantage and pull out the cashmere because you know it's irresistible. It's like catnip to the ladies when you're out and about. Seriously, everyone loves a textured sweater, especially like a nice wool or a cashmere. And whenever somebody touches you, they instantly feel closer to you. In any case, the point here, gents, understand why you're improving your style and dress accordingly. Step number 2, fit first, everything else later. Seriously, I've got my style pyramid. We talk about fit, function, and fabric. But if I have to put these in order of the most important, I've already got a formula on this. Fit is going to be the item that you need to focus in on first. Because gents, you can go out there and spend $2,000 on a suit. And guess what? If it doesn't fit you, it's not going to look good. Now, of course, if you've got the budget, buy a really nice fabric, pay attention to construction, but fit has to happen first. Gents, stop wearing a tent. Tailor up. In fact, know the name of your tailor, because guess what? Your casual clothing, even your jeans, take those and get them adjusted to fit you better. Any type of button-down shirt, any type of jacket, any type of sweater could actually be brought in. And this is especially important if you spend time at the gym. If you've got a good body, make sure your clothing is showing that off. Now, at this point, some of you guys are saying, Antonio, you talked about spending $2,000 on a suit. I don't got that. And I 100% understand that, which is why I'm proud to bring you today's sponsor, Cloud Style. Guys, go over on Amazon, yes, and check out these suits. Less than $100 for a full 3-piece suit. Now, I want to be 100% transparent. There is a big difference between a $1,000 suit and a $100 suit. Gents, the suit I am wearing right now in this video was sent to me by Cloud Style, and it fits and looks good. And that's where I love where we're at today with today's modern tailoring. You're able to get a decent suit at an incredibly affordable price that you can use in a variety of situations. But what I like about this company is they like to have fun. Look at all these different styles. Look at all these different colors out there, which I get it. For the vast majority of you guys, this is not going to be your style. But for a guy that likes color, a guy that likes a little bit of flash, man, you could put together a combination here that, again, is going to turn heads. And when I talked about this company earlier this year, I talked about how their trousers have a really nice stretch side tab to them, so they're really easy to fit a wide variety of different sizes. But if you're looking for a company to get a flashy suit, to get something that's a little bit more fun, maybe for your wedding or for a party you're going to, you want everyone to match, you want to have a little bit of fun, you want to be the group of guys going out that everyone is looking at, then do it. Cloud Style is a company that makes affordable suits for guys that want to stand out, for guys that want to have fun. Again, gents, use that link, go check them out. The best suit deal you will find on the planet. Seriously, you're not going to find anything cheaper than this, and again, you get it adjusted to fit you, it's going to come out looking good. The next step, gents, is to go from chaos to class. So start with an interchangeable core wardrobe. So by an interchangeable core wardrobe, you are looking to pick up 12 items. It's going to be 3 pairs of shoes, 3 trousers, 3 shirts, and 3 jackets. Now, of course, you can mix and match this if you've already got a couple items that you can fit in there. Now, the goal here is for you to have 3 solid outfits. with all 12 of those items. See how it goes right across 3, 3, 3, and 3? But because these items are interchangeable, that means that they are going to work with each other. Instead of 3 outfits here, we actually have 81 outfits because everything is 100% mixable, meaning that every pair of trousers works with every pair of shoes, works with every shirt, works with every jacket. So with a minimal spend of resources, you could fit everything into a weekender bag right here. And then you would have enough outfits to wear a different outfit every day for almost 3 months. And then you're just simply using math to look good and to put together different combinations. And the rest of the world, they just think you're stylish, which in a sense, even though you didn't think it was possible, you have now become. Now, step number 4, I probably could have put this one earlier, but I assume that you already have inspiration. I'm imagining that you already have an image of how you would like to look, or at least you've seen men in movies, you've seen them on pictures over on Instagram that are dressing in a way that you want to emulate. Now, this step right here makes some guys a little bit uncomfortable because they're thinking, hey, I don't really want to imitate, I want to make it mine. But here's the deal. Even if you tried to exactly copy the looks of Idris Elba, Ryan Gosling, Austin Butler, Timothy Chalamet, or however you pronounce his last name.
Timothy Chalamet.
Even if you tried to copy their looks exactly, you still wouldn't be able to get it. And the value with this is that they've got high-paid stylists that are out there putting all these outfits together. You are just simply being a fast follower. And because men's style in general, especially classic style, moves so slowly, there were looks that were made 40 or 50 years ago. They're still being worn today. Well, guess what? Nobody's going to notice except they're going to notice you looking good. Step number 5, nail your grooming. In a nutshell, here's the Handsome Devil's grooming arsenal. First up, your haircut. Go ahead and cheat on your Barbie. You've been going to the same guy for 10 years, 20 years, maybe just for a couple years, but go out there and find the best stylist in your area and see what she has to say about a style that's going to suit you. So first up, you don't have to take her advice, but the reality is she's probably seen more hairstyles, more heads than, you will ever see. Because a lot of guys, you get it. You're cutting your own hair. Maybe you're going to the same person that doesn't see. You want to go to the best. And what they're going to do is they're going to look at your head shape. They're going to know the latest styles. They're going to know your hair type. And they're going to be able to give you some suggestions and try something new. Because guess what? You can always go back to a shorter version of your old classic hairstyle. But I'll tell you, this one step right here can totally change your look, get you instant compliments. And it's something, again, that it will take a matter of minutes and will have you feeling better. And yes, gym, I love going to the gym, but that's going to take months to have an effect. Going to a stylist, she can have you looking amazing within an hour. And at the same time, don't be afraid to ask for some facial hair advice, especially if you've got a little bit of a longer beard. Yes, you've been maybe doing this all yourself. Again, go see a professional who has seen tons of beards. You may have to travel a little bit farther for facial hair advice, but guys, it's worth it because whenever you get that insight, whenever you get that new, facial hair cream, all of a sudden it changes the look and you all of a sudden are loving the way it makes you feel. Next up, let's talk about your nails, both on your hands and your feet. Go get a manicure. Go get a pedicure, especially if you bite your nails. Now, a lot of guys think this is an extravagance, but here's the thing: if you bite your nails, you get a manicure, you're not going to bite your nails anymore because you just spent good money taking care of your nails. Now, when it comes to skincare, tons of options out there, but most men don't exercise any of them. First up, stop using bar soap on your face. It's too harsh. You want to use a face cleanser. It's going to be gentler, and it's something that you can use in the morning and at night. Next up, a couple times a week, use an exfoliator. This is going to remove dead skin cells. Really important if you're over the age of 30. Next up, use a daily moisturizers. Moisturizers are going to not only protect the skin and moisturize them, but if you're over the age of 40, it's going to give it a little bit more supple of a look, a little bit more energy. And finally, don't forget the importance of fragrances. You guys, if you've seen my channel, you know, guys, I'm a fragrance addict. But I will tell you, you don't need to go crazy here. 1 or 2 sprays, it's better to be discovered than announce yourself when you go into a room. Look for something simple, classic, walk into a box store, find something that suits you. But if you're looking for something that's going to attract the ladies, go with maybe a vanilla. If you want something to wear for yourself, maybe find something that's a little bit more old school, barbershop, aromatic. Next up, let's talk about how to go from boring to badass. And guys, that is just simply understand the power of accessories. So a simple blue suit like this with the white shirt, but what did you notice? That white, that presidential fold pocket square right there, that's a small, very subtle accessory. Another thing you may have noticed, he's wearing a watch, this is, a skeleton. Now the reality is these accessories are not very expensive. This watch, a couple $100. This accessory actually came with the jacket, but these small details make a big difference. They're the little things that catch the eye, the little things that people just notice. They pay attention to the flash, to the shine. And for some people who are looking to make conversation, be able to talk, it's a starting point. It's something that they pay attention to, especially if they're into watches, if they're into style. Most guys don't put a pocket square in there. So immediately they're going to say, oh, wow, I like the way it works with the shirt. Sunglasses, belts, bags, all those things you want to make sure, especially if you're just getting started. I like to match leathers with leathers, but they can also complement, especially I wear an oxblood shoe. I'm not going to wear an oxblood belt. I'll wear a black belt because the sole on oxblood shoes is black. You see how that works? Point being is don't neglect your accessories. They are end points. We notice them. We pay attention to them. We give them a little bit more emphasis than we probably should. So knowing this, use it to your advantage and make sure that you pay attention to them and that you pick up quality, good-looking accessories. Now, this next tip to developing a sense of style, if you are fashion impaired, is really important because you could listen to everything we talked about in this video and it won't make a difference unless you put this into practice. Seriously, you need to practice dressing sharp. You can own the clothing, you can understand and have the information, but unless you take action on it, absolutely nothing is going to happen. But when you start wearing the clothing, even around the house when you have nowhere to go, just simply running errands around town, you're going to find that you're going to become more comfortable in the clothing. It's going to become a second skin. It's going to be normal for you to start dressing better, dressing with style. And again, this applies to casual clothing. When you get rid of the worn out t-shirts and you bring in some nice Henleys, bring in a pair of joggers, some clean white sneakers. The thing is, you got to get comfortable. You got to get used to dressing the way you want to dress, the way you've got this new improved image. And when you do this, all of a sudden opportunity is going to start coming your way because you're not going to notice that you've stepped up your style. It's going to become who you are. It's going to become your new normal. And gents, when that happens, when you step out and you're actually wearing maybe the older clothing you used to, and you're like, man, I feel underdressed. Guess what? The day has arrived. You now have style. You now have a sense of fashion. So pretty good, right? All right, guys, keep watching. I got another video for you right here. Boom. Go check it out. Solid video. You guys know I take care of you here at Real Men Real Style. So go check it out. Come on. Boom. Right there. Oh, yeah.